Hey guys, Marslingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be taking another quick look at the free-to-play EZA UUB. But as you can see from the title, today we are going into the Legendary Goku event, because we did a quick showcase of him yesterday on Infinite Dragon Ball History, but we didn't get to see the secondary part of his passive here, which of course is guards all attacks when there is a World Tournament category enemy or an enemy whose name includes Goku. So, obviously, for the Legendary Goku event, this passive is going to be active all the way through. So I've decided to bring him on the Majin Buu Saga team this time. Obviously, we're getting a bit of a higher leader skill than we were on the Earthlings team. Going to be getting attack and defense 170% instead of 150. We also have this STR Saiyaman on rotation, who is a support unit for super type Majin Buu allies. So we will see. I'm pretty sure, obviously, it's only turn 1 anyway, so with the fact that he guards, he isn't going to take a lot of damage here. But then, of course, one thing to remember about UUB as well is that he infinitely stacks his attack. So by the time we get through to the end of the run, his attack is going to be pretty high. And of course, remember that he does need to be hit first in order to get a big attack buff. So unfortunately, any turns where there are no attacks in slot 1, he's obviously not going to look as impressive. So I think one of the things that hurts this UUB the most is probably his links. Like if you check out the link partner website, I did a video about it ages ago. Just search for like Dokkan link partners if you need to find it. But he his best link partner, he doesn't have a lot of like really good links. So on this team, with the setup that we've brought, his best link partner is actually going to be the Saiyaman 1 and 2. So I might keep them together for a bit, see how that goes until he's built up a little bit. They have Infighter, Shattering the Limit, and one other one? Supreme Power. So none of these units are like UUB and the Saiyaman 1 and 2 or anything are link leveled. The only units on the team that I have been leveling up is the the LR Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, who is almost at full level 10 links, and then the my STR Goku and Vegeta are getting pretty close as well. I think Saiyaman 1 and 2 have been on some teams that I've done, like when we were farming the UUBs and all that kind of stuff, so their links are up a few levels, but nothing particularly crazy. So yeah, of course, we can't seal Goku in the Legendary Goku event, so get super attacked straight off the bat. Unfortunately, that would have been a great slot for UUB to be in, but there's 2 attacks in the middle here, so I thought we'd put him there. Yeah, he just takes double digits from Super Saiyan Goku. It's to be expected. Obviously, the true test is going to be when we get to STR UI Goku, but then, of course, he guards, so he's not going to take any damage anyway, so should be pretty good to see. Can't get a good super attack here with you. In fact, this this rotation is not the best for Ki. I think I might have to just go back to the old Super Saiyan 2 Goku with Vegeta plan. Because I was going to put these two together just because obviously the STR Goku and Vegeta are incredibly good. And they fulfill that part of the LR Vegeta's passive of having a Goku from the Buu Saga. But unfortunately, as you can see here, they don't really share any key links because I keep saying Majin Vegeta, but the LR Vegeta gives himself key from his passive, and then his only real key link is Golden Warrior, which obviously Goku and Vegeta do not have. So we'll end up getting this Goku floated over. He's probably one of the best link partners for the Vegeta anyway. So, and it seems weird to have the LR Goku and Vegeta's off rotation. But there you go. After actually getting hit and activating his full passive, UUB over a 2 million attack stat, and we are only on to phase 3 of the event. So that is pretty good. Fortunately, this turn we have some key support from the Saiyaman. So we'll go ahead and do this. I never get sick and tired of seeing the partner super attack animation, so obviously we're going to see that quite a lot throughout the event here. Yeah, the friend Goku and Vegeta are 90% as well, so 5.5 million. Bear in mind, of course, as I've mentioned in previous videos, my LR Vegeta is 55%. He has no dupes, so that's pretty good. And then, yeah, 48k from a super is really not that bad either. I'm actually quite impressed with this STR Saiyaman as well. I think I only pulled the one copy from the actual Goku banner when the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Vegeta came out. And then for some reason, he seemed to show up for me for like every banner after that. And I swear, because he's featured on this LR banner for Vegeta, I think I've pulled like multiple extra copies of him at this point. So UUB doesn't get to take a hit first, so he's not going to have his full passive here. He has super attacked a few times, so what is his attack stat up to? Well, it's 1.3, so we're over 1 million at least, which is pretty good. Obviously, what I'm looking forward to is getting closer to the end of the event and seeing what kind of attack. Like, imagine what his attack stat is going to be against in UI Goku. In fact, you should guess in the comments, no cheating, but guess in the comment section down below when we get to the first turn with UUB on rotation against UI Goku, what is his attack stat going to be? Because it's going to be pretty high. Obviously, I guess it depends whether he gets hit first as well, but we shall see. So we'll go ahead and do this. Keep these two together now so they can link up. The Super Saiyan 2 Goku isn't a bad unit to be keeping on main rotation as well, because obviously a lot of the time the argument is when you have a unit that has like wonky key links or not very good synergy, and to really maximize them you have to run like a bad unit on main rotation. I feel like that definitely serves as like a detriment to that unit. But this Super Saiyan 2 Goku is actually pretty good. Obviously all the Super Saiyan 2 Gokus that got an EZA became very solid. But he raises his defense on super. So I was actually going to say, in the instance where you get an additional super, he raises his defense twice. So that's exactly what happened there. And then he just takes no damage from the normal attacks. So obviously that is very, very good. And then the friend Goku and Vegeta getting their built-in additional. Potentially, I guess it could have been the one from hidden potential system. And we get a crit and we take him out. So we can move on to God Goku. Yes, I was going to say, please attack me in slot 1. So now we've got Saiyaman 1 and 2, and we've got the support Gohan. So his defense is 124k, and he guards. So yeah, he's not taking any damage. So we'll do that. We can't seal anyway, so we might as well get the 18 key super with Saiyaman 1 and 2. And then let's do this. Oh yes, perfect. Super attack me. What's this going to do? 52k. I mean, that's pretty good. For a free-to-play unit, getting super attacked by God Goku in the Legendary Goku event. And we get the additional super as well, so 3.2 million. Pretty decent. So, a couple of million damage attacks there from our free-to-play unit. Pretty good. And then Saiyaman 1 and 2 come in, do a little bit of extra damage, nothing too crazy. And yeah, we got so much defensive support on the rotation that we should be all good for damage. This Super Saiyaman shouldn't take too much damage either. Yeah, because we've got like double supports on rotation as well, so everyone had so much defense. So we'll do this. Go ahead and do this. It's literally just going to be non-stop partner super attacks with Vegeta, but I for one am perfectly fine with this. And then we'll get the full 24 key super for you as well. So you can see, even with the defensive buff from the Super Saiyan 2 Goku being on rotation, so that's his support passive, we still do take damage before getting off the super. Because Vegeta definitely can serve to be a very, very strong defensive unit, but he does need to super attack first. And then you can see we drop down to double-digit damage. Additional normal from you. Yep, still taking double digits, even with the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Very, very good. And then I wonder if we can finish him off here. Like I said, mine is only 55%, but of course Goku and Vegeta do have the possibility to do an additional baked into their passive. We didn't get it, but we still take double digits. So yeah, this run has been incredibly good so far in terms of defense. Like, we really haven't taken much damage at all. UUB's at like 100k defense. So let's give him all those physical orbs. Oh, actually, can we get the Dokkan attack this turn? Maybe if I do this and then grab these STR orbs, will that push it over? Yes, okay. So Dokkan attack with UUB. It feels like a little bit of a waste because God Goku is nearly dead, but it is a good turn to be getting it with UUB because he's been hit, so his passive is fully active, and we can see what we can get here. He's got a 3 million attack stat, so... Ooh, bit out of time there. Let's go. Oh yeah, I guess last turn we had the Super Saiyan Saiyaman in the third slot as well, so he was providing an attack buff to UUB. But yeah, 3 million attack stat, so I'm pretty sure this will be GG here with the Dokkan attack, and then we can get a nice full heal. Yeah, 2.1 million damage with no crit. Pretty good. And then we move on to Blue Goku here. So, be interesting to see how much we take in slot 1 with the Vegeta, because now that we have Saiyaman 1, we have Super Saiyan Saiyaman on rotation, so we are going to be taking a little bit less damage because we have that defensive buff. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll just grab those for you. So Vegeta, slot 1, yeah, 198 damage. I will take that. Before supering. This is a unit that needs to super to raise his defense, and yeah, 55%. This guy has like instantly jumped up my list of like the LR that I want to pull more copies of, but unfortunately I've done after pulling him first multi, I've probably done about 800 stones on that banner now and not pulled another copy of him, so I think I might be saving my coins for him, because he's very, very good. I mean, obviously he goes into every LR banner after this one, but yeah, he is instantly now at the top of my list for any time I summon on a legendary banner. He is the guy that I'm going to want to be getting extra copies of, aside from obviously pulling the new unit, but which I'm guessing the next one will be Jiren, because as far as we know or can guess, the next Dokkan Fest banner for us should be Gohan. And then Jiren, I guess, will come sometime after that, because we know Gotenks and Boo are going to be November. So yeah, maybe if Gohan comes early October, the Jiren banner will be towards the end of October, maybe. And so then, of course, Vegeta will be on there, and obviously Jiren himself is a pretty ridiculous unit. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing some summons on that banner. So yeah, Saiyaman 1 and 2, only get the 12 key super, we can't seal, but we are wearing down Blue Goku here. Oh, of course he's going to super them. This will actually deal quite a lot of damage, because unfortunately, they are not the best defensively. Yeah, 200k. Fortunately, so the reason why I didn't transform the Goku and Vegeta in the last slot here is obviously in the last, in their Goku and Vegeta state, they get the 30% damage reduction, and obviously we are fighting Blue Goku, who has type advantage over us. So fortunately the additional super comes in as well though, because they do raise their defense on super attack. Plus of course it was my one in the last slot as well, so if I transformed into Vegito, worst case scenario is he would super and then I would take a lot of damage. So what I'm going to do here, rather than use an item, I'm just going to go ahead and transform the friend Vegito, because by the time we get to his attack in the third slot, this Blue Goku should absolutely be dead. So I don't really need to worry about him taking hits in the final slot. Plus he's 90%, so from the normal attacks, he would take a lot less damage anyway. Plus of course, this Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku on rotation, he provides defense to everyone, and then he provides an attack buff to Super Saiyan 2 allies. So everyone on the rotation is getting defense anyway. And then yeah, this worked out very nicely, because he is actually supering in the final slot, but obviously he is not going to survive until the final slot, because Vegeta might just take him out here, and if he doesn't, I think he'll get so close that the Super Saiyan 2 Goku might actually finish him off. So there's no way he's super attacking Vegito this turn. In fact, Goku might not finish him off, but Goku should do some decent damage. He's obviously not the hardest hitter, but he's got 1.3 million attack stat. That's not too shabby. In fact, actually now, I say that he's absolutely not going to get a chance to super, but... oh, well, we got a 3.9. I was going to say, I don't know if we kill him without a crit here, but even with type disadvantage, I would hope almost a 4 million attack stat would be enough, but we get the crit anyway, so 2.6 on the damage. So here we go. Now we are at the... okay, and he's supering. So we'll definitely do this, because I don't want to put Saiyaman 1 and 2 in front of a ton of attacks. So he's only getting Supreme Power. Although, to be fair, at the lower level, Shattering the Limit only gives Ki. We're not getting Infighter, which is a little bit of a shame, but I do want to see him tank this super attack. So we'll go ahead and do this. Grab those for you. And then grab those for you. Being able to see the supers is obviously incredibly useful, because Saiyaman 1 and 2, if they took a super from him, that would be so bad. But 3.3 million for UUB. We get the crit as well, so a nice 2 million damage against Goku here. And then 95k. Okay, so, I mean, obviously UI Goku hits pretty hard. The whole point of UUB's defense is that he guards, so we're getting rid of the fact that he has type advantage. So bear in mind, of course, just because we are taking away his type advantage, STR UI Goku still does pack a pretty solid punch. So honestly, UUB, especially as a physical free-to-play unit, taking 90k from a super is really not that bad at all. Especially when you see there we get like 50 odd k on a normal attack for the Saiyaman 1 and 2. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and use Vegeta's active skill, because we got a bunch of attacks in slot 1. So yeah, this will help bolster his defense a little bit, so we don't get absolutely destroyed in slot 1 here, because his defense is now 170k. Shall I transform this Vegito? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? We'll get a heal as well. Go back to full health. He will obviously now take a little bit more damage from the UI Goku at the end, but I feel like we are going to do a lot of damage this turn as well. So it's the only bad thing. It's the reason why I want dupes for my Vegeta so bad, is because at 55% you can't crit. And I unfortunately didn't have a spare like silver crit orb, because obviously without multiple dupes I can't give him gold skill orbs. So we'll do this, and then we'll go ahead and do this. And the good thing is as well, of course, about Vegito's transformation is we know we're not getting super attacked. So yeah, a couple of thousand. Don't know why there was such a big difference there. It's 4 and 7, but I mean under 10k from STR UI Goku, I will absolutely take that. So unfortunately, like I said, we can't get a crit. So 1 million damage with type disadvantage is not terrible. And then Super Saiyan 2 Goku, sadly he doesn't get a crit either. But yeah, 3.2 on Vegito, that's pretty solid. So unfortunately, I keep saying this every time, I feel like I say in every video, but Vegito's counter animation lags on the emulator, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it. So slow motion overhead kick there from Vegito, and yeah, even he's taking double digits. Oh, and he dodges the crit counter. Oof, that's not what we wanted to see. Alright, so super attack in slot 1, we already know we're going to take about 90k, which is fine. So we'll do this. We'll grab those for you. And those for you. So yeah, taking the super slot 1, not ideal, but we know it's coming. Yeah, 100k. Oh yeah, we had Saiyaman 1 and 2 on rotation last time, so their defense boost helped him out a little bit. But we're almost up to 3.5 million on him now, which is very good. And yeah, only taking about 5 or 6k from normal attacks. So pretty solid. And then obviously once we get to Int UI Goku, we already have type advantage, but yeah, he's I feel like he's really not going to be taking much damage at all, is he? Oh wow, and Vegito, thanks to the support from the Saiyaman, 5 million attack stat. Crit? 1.6 mil. Still pretty good. And then of course a counter. Hey, he doesn't dodge the crit counter this time, so this is what, like 1 million? 1.8 million damage, okay. Oh, this is this will be an interesting turn, because we've only got type disadvantage, so even if I put Super Saiyan 2 Goku in slot 1 who can crit, he wouldn't take him out either, so we have to take a type disadvantage super attack here. So I think I'll go ahead and use an item. We haven't used one at all in this entire run so far, which I hadn't even really thought about up until now. I mean, this isn't supposed to be like a no items run or anything. I just wanted to show off UUB in the Legendary Goku event. And yeah, we've gotten all the way to pretty much beating STR UI Goku without using an item here. I mean, if we were just running a standard Majin, like a full-on balls-to-the-wall Majin Buu Saga team, we probably, A, wouldn't need items, and B, be done by now, because obviously I'm running the rotation. Yeah, so he still took 147k with a Princess Snake active. Because, yeah, I wouldn't be running UUB, and I wouldn't be running, like, the Saiyaman 1 and 2, or the Super Saiyan 1 on main rotation, so obviously the team setup would be quite different if we were just going for a full Majin Buu Saga run. But to make it this far without using an item at all is pretty solid. And then UUB, if he can get a crit, he can come in here and finish him off in slot 1. Otherwise, I imagine the Saiyaman here will probably take care of him. So there's no super, so we're not going to take much damage. We activate our passive. We should be over 3.5 million now. Ooh, yeah, pretty much spot on 3.7. So it looks like we are going to be very close to 4 million attack stat against Int UI Goku. So, and of course now we have the type advantage with Vegeta. So go ahead and do this. Of course we're getting the super attack in slot 1 before we get to attack though. That's seems pretty standard. Let's use an attack up item here. I just want to do some big damage. Plus, actually, this will still be in effect for UUB next turn, so I guess that kind of throws out the numbers a little bit for those of you who did guess what his attack stat was going to be turn 1 against Int UI Goku. Maybe I shouldn't have used it, but 130k. Oof. But yeah, 5.3, and that's without another support unit, because obviously, technically, Super Saiyan 2 Goku is a support, but imagine if, like, Saiyaman 2 was in the... I keep saying Saiyaman 2 or Saiyaman 1 and 2, but the Super Saiyan Great Saiyaman, because he's only Super Saiyan 1. To double check. But he's a card that I hadn't even used until recently, because like I said, I had no dupes of him originally, and then all of a sudden, just all the other dupes came along, and he's such a good unit for this team. Like, the full super class Majin Buu Saga team, like, it's just ridiculously good anyway. Crit counter on UI Goku, 1.6 mil, okay. Alright, we've got the super coming in slot 1, which, you know, we're not going to take much from that, so that's fine. Look at these defenses on this turn, though. Everybody is over 120,000 defense. It's pretty solid. So we'll get ourselves some key with same color so we can get some health back. And then, yeah, there you go. 9 damage. So against Int UI Goku, UUB just takes no damage at all. 4.6 million, thanks to the future Bulma item being active. So 2.6 million damage from our free-to-play little UUB here. And then he takes a super, 75k, wow, that's it. So yeah, very, very good. And then we shouldn't take too much damage for the rest of the turn, considering, like I say, everybody's over 120k defense at this point. So I think we might be finishing him off with Vegeta next turn. Although, of course, I always forget he can dodge until he does it. Because sometimes he won't dodge an attack for the longest time. And then sometimes you get down to that point where you're, like, about to win the event. And then all of a sudden he just starts dodging like crazy. So we'll go ahead and do this. Grab these. And then we get the STR orbs for Vegeta. Actually, our health is pretty low. And he is super attacking Vegeta at the end. So what I am actually going to heal, because if he dodges a lot of attacks this turn, then Vegeta is getting super attacked at the end, which is not what we really want. So as long as he doesn't dodge too much, we should take him out this turn. But I used that just on the off chance, because we don't want to get this far through and then he dies. So, or we die even. We want him to die. Oof. But yeah, he didn't dodge Vegeta, so this will do a nice bit of damage here. Yeah, 2 mil. And then, of course, the Goku, at least he has type advantage. He gets dodged. Gets the additional normal though. Let's go. So yeah, this is my Vegeta, of course, remember as well. So he's got no dupes. So I don't think he can take him out here. I mean, he's got a 3.2 million attack stat. He's got obviously the free level 5 crit, so we have a 10% chance to crit. Then he does have that chance to additional built into his passive. Okay, yeah, so he didn't crit or additional, so never mind then, I guess. So this will actually do quite a bit of damage, I would think. Yeah, 197k. It's quite a lot. But I guess this actually works out perfectly because why not? What better way to end the video than with UUB? In fact, will this be a Dokkan attack? There you go. So we're going to get a huge Dokkan attack here with UUB to finish off UI Goku. His attack stat 3.8 million without support. So we didn't quite get to, well, I say without support, I guess the Saiyaman in the middle is a support unit, but we didn't quite get to 4 million attack stat by the end of the event, which you could say is disappointing, but I mean, he's a free-to-play unit, so free-to-play units that stack infinitely, whether it's attack or defense, they always stack slower than the summonable units anyway, but 4.3 million damage, no crit, and it's goodbye UI Goku. So there you go, that is the physical free-to-play EZA UUB on the Majin Buu Saga team. Absolutely dominates the Legendary Goku event. That is really where he's going to be best, any event where you're fighting against a Goku or the World Tournament allies, so he can get that guard ability. But yeah, very, very strong for a free-to-play unit. Bit disappointing, this is all we're getting with the end of the celebration by the looks of it, but obviously still very, very good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord. That is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.